That part. Welcome back, everybody.
Hello.
We are B is for bad. Movie reviews. We watch B movies and we tell you about how bad they are because they are indeed bad.
Sometimes they're enjoyable at the very least, but they're almost always bad.
You could take bad as a threshold, right? You have bad, then you have really, really bad, and then you have this movie should have never been made bad. So,
yeah, and I mean this one actually had a budget of $1 million, so I was surprised with exactly how bad it was.
Yeah, it's interesting. But first off, we hope you enjoyed Cool as Ice, which was our last week's episode. That was a lot of fun.
Which was also extremely bad. This one's better
worst
than this.
one. I mean, that has to be the worst one you could possibly ever present to anyone, right? Nothing can get worse than that.
I've got much worse.
I just mean Vanilla Ice just makes it bad because he thinks he's as cool as fucking ice. That guy is such a fucking tool. It's not even.
That guy is a living definition of a pun.
Yeah, for sure. And it really jumping into that 90s, late 80s, early 90s clothing style
91.
too.
Yeah.
And the fucking weird ass haircut and the terrible rapping. And just the weird, everybody is hanging out with him, but he only has black friends somehow, which is fine, I guess, but it's just a little weird.
The only thing we can say that was good is his dancing.
Yeah, his dancing was actually on point, I will say. That was the only thing I think we said last week, too.
Yeah.
So we hope you enjoyed that. But this week we are jumping into something much, 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 much different and probably just as bad. Miami Connection.
Yes. This has got
fucking
interesting
karate
story.
There's a story?
Well, yes, because this movie bombed so badly that it disappeared for 15 years.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden this
Oh, you mean outside of the movie there's a story?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no story in the movie. I don't know.
No. The story is hard to apprehend.
So let's just jump right into this. This movie is fucking insane. You didn't even I honestly did not know who the main character was for the first 40 minutes of the fucking movie. I was
the main
so
character
confused.
is all of the orphans that live together.
Yeah, and it's so weird that they're all orphans too. And also, I don't know if you know this, so I ended up looking up the guy who made the movie YK
Kim.
something. Kim. And I'm like, dude, who are you? And he's apparently just a karate guy who has a monthly magazine for karate and has since the 80s.
Yeah.
And then also he, that's it. This is one claim to fame, but he did something else and I can't remember what. But his only movie credit is Miami Connection, which I thought was funny too. And he's the one who wrote the movie.
Produced, and starred in.
Yep. So, and then the weirdest part about this fucking movie is that he is around guys who are probably all in their 20s. And he is so clearly in his fucking 40s, it's not even funny. It is so weird. He's and he doesn't speak good English, which is fine. But it's also just strange that he's no, I'm just like you guys, except I'm 20 years older than you and could actually be your father. I'm an orphan too, don't worry. And then well, you're not a fucking orphan if you're hanging out with your goddamn uncle. You clearly, I don't think you guys know what orphan means.
Yeah, it's just distinguishedly you don't have anybody.
Yeah.
Not...
normally it means you're in a home or something, or but then you find out the black guy in it, and I think his name was Jim.
Yeah.
Jim fucking had a mom he lived with until she passed when he was a teenager, I think, or a young teenager, 11 or 12. And I'm just what in the world is happening right now? How are any of these people fucking orphans? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Also, they all have black belts in Taekwondo. What is going on?
It seems like YK Kim was about 32 when he did this movie.
Was he? No, he would have been, he's 79
the movie came
now.
out in 88.
Yeah, and it's 79 now. So if you go back 25 years, he would have been 54.
He was born in 56.
Yeah, so he was 54 in... Wait, how does he 79 now? Am I doing math crazy? What's 25 minus 79? That's 54. Then you take another 10 years, which will make it 1990, and that's 44. Then you take another 4 years.
You're adding a lot
of
things together.
Yeah, no, what did you say, 56?
He was born in 56.
Yeah, so he would have been 42. When the movie came out. Not 32. You're adding, you're losing 10 years.
88 and 56. That's 32.
Oh, I guess but that doesn't make any sense because his current age is 79. I looked it up.
You might have seen something wrong, or you looked at an AI thing, maybe. I'm looking
Maybe,
at
that could be
IMDb's listing for him, and that's what it says his
And it
age
says-
is. He said born
There's
November
no
29th,
way he's 32 in
1956.
that movie. He looks like he's in his 40s. He dyed his eyebrows, dude. There's no way he's 32. It makes far more sense that he was born sooner than what IMDb is saying. And IMDb is honestly all wrong, too, because people put their ages wrong on there on purpose.
I haven't seen many instances of IMDb being wrong, but
So-
if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll admit I don't
know.
fully know. I'm not going to dissect this too fully.
I would guess he's far older than 32 in that fucking movie.
But even still, everyone did look quite a bit younger, and yeah.
Not just 10 years, about 20 years younger. So there's no way. No fucking way.
Especially
he
characters like Jim. He looked
32.
really young.
Yeah, Jim looked like, and his voice sounded young. He sounded like a 19-year-old dude. Like everything about those guys sounded young.
I had a daddy that I didn't know about, and I miss him.
What's
but
this
I also
letter,
hate him
Jim?
because he left me, and I've been trying to get a hold of him because he's in the military. And
Yeah, it's like, guys, this movie has no plot. It starts out like this. I paused it because I'm like, how long is this fucking opening before it actually gets into the part that's just like cool as
Yeah.
ice? So it's 6.5 minutes before it gets in the cool as ice. It's like a whole opening about drugs. And it's called Miami Connection, but the entire movie, I think, takes place in Orlando.
Yeah, most of it's in Orlando. Like the ninja gang originates from Miami, I think.
Yeah.
So it's a Miami connection, but it doesn't take place in Miami.
And it's just because they were trying to because Miami's a far more famous city than Orlando is. And Orlando's a really nice place, by the way. There's a lot of rich people in Orlando. I used to live
I've actually never been to Florida at all, so I wouldn't know.
Florida's a shithole, but Orlando's actually kind of nice. Like,
Okay.
that's where Disneyland is and everything.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rich people in Orlando.
Fair.
Like, it's just so weird. The movie starts out, you have no idea what the plot is. You just see drugs and you see ninjas, and you're like, okay, this is fucking weird. And there's like a gunfight, and the ninjas somehow beat all the people with guns because they can dodge the bullets or something, or maybe the guys just can't see at night like the ninjas can.
Well, because
Somebody
they're all
shot an
wearing black,
arrow.
so they can't see them at all.
Well, except for the
except for
leader,
the one
who's
leader in white. Yeah.
for some reason wearing white out in the open.
So you
everyone
know
can
he's
see
the
him.
leader, god
Yeah,
damn
see,
it.
and I thought that was so dumb too. I'm like, every ninja wears fucking black. Shut the fuck up with your
Everyone.
bullshit with white.
Or they'll wear like navy blue. I've seen navy blue, and I'll accept navy blue, but that's it. Navy blue or black.
Navy blue over white, 100%. Because that's just,
100%.
you're asking to get shot. So,
Yeah.
So he steals a bunch of money, and I'm like, okay, well, this movie must be a drug movie. And then you go in like, what, another 10 minutes? And you're like, okay, well, now I'm just watching this band do a fucking montage for 10 minutes. So what's going on? Oh, the dragon
sound.
Dragon sound, the worst music alive you could possibly fucking
It's
pick.
not though. Like
It is.
it's so
It
bad.
is.
It's
It is.
so bad, but it's got this like kind of 80s charm to it that I kind of enjoy. And it gets stuck in
No.
your head for days, dude.
No.
Yes.
Because, like, you got to remember that the song they wrote was about friendship, which I thought was really fucking god awful. Like,
Friends through eternity, loyalty, honesty will stay together through thick or thin. Friends
Yeah, it's just-
will be
it's like
together.
you're repeating that line over and over, and they actually have a pretty good chugging bass line on that, and they
It's
could have wrote something
decent.
good. But
Yeah.
I'm sure that Kim, with all his control he had over the
Oh.
movie, also wrote the music somehow.
Let's talk about though, like everyone seemed like they were doing pretty decent with the band, and honestly, I think the songs they sound like either AI wrote them or like the government wrote them to try to get kids away from drugs.
Yeah.
Like it seems like the worst ever, but it's got kind of a good beat to it, and it
does, and like I
rhythmically
said, that-
keeps in your head.
Yeah, that chuggy bass line they have in that song is actually really cool. And if someone
Yeah.
else wrote something over it, I'm sure it would have sounded great. But that song sucks.
It does, but it also sticks with you. Like I can't get it out of my head, and I've listened
I
to it on
gotta-
Spotify several times. But
Oh, wow. Yeah, they had actually the opening song was really cool too. I can't remember what it was, but it reminded me of a push it to the limit. Walk
yeah,
along
fair.
the razor's edge. Is literally, it's probably the same song. It's just a little bit different, but it reminded me a lot of that, and I kind of like it. It sounded like Tesla. At
Oh,
first.
yeah,
I'm
the
like,
beginning
did
of
they
lyrics-
fucking get Tesla.
I wrote that down because it's like Bikers by day, ninjas by night, swift and
Yeah.
fit, not afraid to fight.
I can't remember what it was called. I looked
Steal
up
all
the
your
name of the song.
cocaine along with your life. Strike with no mercy into the night.
Yeah, it's just it sounded like clearly, and you could tell like this is like late '80s perfect because
Oh,
everyone has
seriously.
the worst music. They're all like trying to be hair metal, but not really hair metal. They're
Yeah,
trying to be
it's
different, but
weird.
the same. Like it just sucks. So we're getting a lot into the music, but that's the entire premise is that everyone there is in the band and they're all orphans and they're all best friends.
And they
when
all
the-
do taekwondo together, and they're all black belts.
Well, and luckily, you know what? He could have done, Kim could have made himself the lead singer. You know, he could have been that kind of asshole who just,
I'm glad he
can't-
didn't.
I'm glad he didn't. He could have, though. He totally could have. But he's like, you know what? I'm not going to go this far. No one's going to believe that I have this beautiful singing voice when I
But
sound like
also-
absolute garbage.
Watching all the Dragon Sound scenes, if you watch the band, everyone looks like they're actually playing or singing. YK Kim just is like,
Yeah. He looks like he's doing fucking nothing.
he's not.
I don't even. He
Sometimes
plays
he's
the
not
guitar,
strumming
I
to the
think,
beat.
too.
Sometimes his hands are in the weirdest fucking
Yeah.
places. Other times he's just dancing. Like it's bad,
Oh my
dude.
God.
It's
And,
so
like,
bad.
I just don't understand the point in having 5 people who you all know because they all were kind of just underwhelming, right? Like the
Yes.
only one who had any backstory was Jim with his dad or something, and it was
Yeah.
just boring. Like I'm just like,
And then
if you're gonna
John with his
introduce that-
girlfriend, whose brother
Yeah, but
was
even
also the antagonist.
yeah, which I mean, and that barely matters because he's not really the fucking antagonist. This is just like God, what was the mutant movie? Toxic Avenger. It's just like that. They killed that guy off way too fucking soon. He was way worse than the ninja bad guy, like,
Yeah.
in my opinion. But he didn't look like a fucking bad guy. He didn't act like, and of course,
My
where's
name's
their
Jeff.
fucking like where the fuck is their stupid hideout? It's in a fucking gym. Like, of course it is. Of course,
Yep.
it's just so fucking 80s. It's not even funny. All the bad guys live in the gym somehow.
That's just
Toxic
where they
Avenger, the
go.
2 bad guys lived in the fucking gym.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's around the same time, I think, too.
I think so. Actually,
I
I think it was
think,
88 and 91,
86, right?
or 84 and 91, I think.
No,
What
this
was this one?
This movie came out in 88 or 86. I thought it was 86, but it might have been 88 or 87.
It was 88. You're right. So it was 84 and 88. So 4 years
Yeah,
apart.
so like within 4 years, so 4 years, not
Yeah.
much changed, I guess. The bad guy stayed in the gym. just, and just the plot in general in this movie, again, guys, I don't know what kind of movie it was because it seemed like at first it seemed like the good guys are there to stop the drugs. But then you find out
Yeah.
really they have nothing to fucking do with that. They don't even give a shit about the drugs.
yeah, Dragon Sound just started playing at this club, and playing at this club, the
That
old
was
this old host of this club had the drug dealers working at the club, and they had a band at the club. So these
Yeah.
drug dealers are against this band, Dragon Sound, that took over them, and want to go against them, but they get beat up by the club owner, and then they get beat up by Dragon Sound
Oh
themselves.
yeah, somehow the club owner also knows Taekwondo.
Yeah, everyone knows Taekwondo.
all
in
the good
80s.
guys know Taekwondo. Everyone else just kind of throws fists at nothing. They're like, hey,
Or just
I'll
dances
wave my
around like-
hands. Yeah, he's like, take it to the limit. Walk along the razor's edge. That entire song could play the entire fucking movie, and that would have made me happy.
Oh, it would have been so great.
But they can't steal that from Scarface.
Oh, seriously, but no, this movie. So then this gang that we see at the beginning of the movie that stopped this drug deal and stole the drugs and the money is
And they're
apparently
ninjas.
having to take out this Dragon Sound Taekwondo orphan gang because
if they
they need to
don't, they
take over
can't
the
sell at the
club,
club
or they can't
in
sell
Orlando.
cocaine anymore.
When in Orlando, you're gonna have way more luck in Miami selling coke.
Yeah,
Like
I
you might
mean,
sell some in Orlando, but you're gonna have way more luck in Miami, where
or
less rich
Dayton,
people are.
or wherever else.
Yeah,
like
pick any fucking other shithole in Florida, sell it there. Don't pick Orlando. That's the most fucking. See, the problem is the
or
richer
Daytona
people.
Beach or wherever else.
Well, like the richer people are, the more cops presence they have.
Exactly.
So in Orlando, there's a shit ton of police officers because there's a shit ton of rich people. Like, why would you go to Orlando?
Even though we only see the police one time in this entire movie,
Oh, yeah, and
even
that
though
was the
all the
worst
murders that
interaction,
happened,
too.
and they come up and they're just like, "Oh my
I just-
god, it must have been gangs. We should do
Yeah.
more."
Yeah, and it's like it's even worse because they come out like, and this is what all these B movies do. They all have the same thing. They all think, okay, the cops should come out with their guns already drawn. I'm like, what fucking cop like goes into any situation with their gun drawn? Normally, like maybe their hand is near their holster so they
Yeah,
can pull it out
seriously.
quick. But rarely do they have it drawn off of nothing. Too, no gunshots were
Yeah.
fired in the area. It was just people with fucking pipes.
Like someone might have called the police, but we didn't even see that. There's no exposition to like any of this.
No.
But then there's like so much expositions to the backstories.
Yeah, like and the backstories are just dumb. I mean, that's
They're
all it is.
dumb,
Like,
but there's a lot of exposition for them.
the fact that all these guys also live together is really fucking weird. It's like we're all brothers, but also here we are sucking each other's dick. Also, every time they leave the house, none of them are wearing shirts except for Kim, which my theory is he's wearing a shirt because he's flabby because he's fucking old. He's in his goddamn 40s. He doesn't look as good as the young dudes. He's like, I don't want to fucking get my gray chest hair fucking painted
And
black.
these are
too,
all
like
guys
his
that
eyebrows
just
were.
look like your uncle with a mullet and chest hair, and
Oh my God,
they're
they look
not
terrible.
great.
One of them had a
people.
perm.
Yeah.
Guy with a mustache and a fucking perm. I'm like, oh my God, you're such a loser. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking loser. And then this movie gets into a really weird place near the end where they beat up and kill, like they literally kill a couple people. Like,
oh, they kill a lot. They
kill
quite a
like
bit.
who I thought the main bad guy should be, Jeff. They kill him by throwing him off a building or something.
Well, he just like kind of like falls off while they're fighting. They didn't like throw him off.
They basically threw him off. When you're fighting someone, if they fall off a building, it's part your fault.
The funny thing with that was because Jeff is actually John, the second main guy of the group, his girlfriend, and Jeff hated John throughout the movie because he's part
Jeff's
of Dragon
sister,
Sound.
Sorry, I think you you said Jeff's actually John's main guy part of the group girlfriend. That's what you said.
Oh, okay.
Jeff's
John
sister
is the girlfriend. Jeff is the sister.
No, John is the boyfriend.
John is the boyfriend of the sister.
Can you repeat that? How'd
John
you do that?
is the boyfriend of the sister, and
John
Jeff
is the girlfriend. I get it. Okay, continue. I would believe, honestly, John is kind of a little bitch, so I could see him being the girlfriend. You never know.
But like their interactions together immediately were just like, hey, do you have a family? Well, I have a brother, and he's paying for my school, but he's a really bad dude, and everyone else is. It's
were they all in high school too? I guess I was confused.
They're in
about
college.
That. Was that
because they're talking about paying for college, and it was
okay. That was a college then.
University of Central Florida, UCF.
I kept missing it because I'm like, are they in fucking high school?
They're in college. Yeah,
that makes it. You guys make it sound like you're fucking in high school right now because they weren't acting like college students.
Yeah, especially when like one of the professors was like, "Hey guys, so our math team took fourth place at the tournament. We should cheer for them."
Our math team took fourth place, huh?
Or whatever. He did say fourth place. I don't know if it was a math team or a computer team or whatever, but it was in the computer classroom.
Yeah. That was near the beginning of the movie, I think.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Yeah. It's just, the entire movie just felt so disjointed from every single fucking scene. I had no idea what was going on. They solved the drug problem, but they weren't trying to, so I guess that's good. That's just bonus.
Yeah.
Near the end of the film, they get into a fight with the ninjas, and it gets really fucking awkward, because they again, this is after they've already killed several people, and then they're killing all these ninjas, and it was the best scene, because the black guy in the group, Jim, the only black guy you see in the entire movie, probably. The only one is
you see his dad. You see his dad.
Oh, you see his dad later.
Yeah,
but
later.
you see him first, and he's the only one who's near death by the end of this fight. Which I'm like, oh my god, you guys are not going to kill.
Everybody else is dead. They killed everybody else.
Well, they killed all those non-important people, but when you think about scary movies from the past, they always kill the black guy first. And I'm like, you are not going to follow that fucking. You are not going to do that right here too, are you?
They did.
That is a really shitty thing. Kill fucking Kim. He sucks.
Which it's funny because the guy Jeff fell off of a tower and died while they kidnapped one of Dragon Sound's people and coerced them into a fight. And so after all that, you would be like, oh my god,
I should go
Jeff's
to the police.
sister would be really upset that her boyfriend killed her brother, and they interact, and she's like, I totally understand. It's
he's
okay.
a fucking asshole.
Yep. No,
he
I
paid
understand.
for all of my college. He was the only one supporting me. He's everything to me, and he was a fucking prick. Fuck that guy.
She did
and
think
I'm
he
gonna
was a prick, which was good, but like
how is she going to afford college now? That's
she's
the big
not.
question.
She's not.
Maybe they stole that big bag of cocaine money.
Maybe.
Maybe. Just like a giant
giant
bag of cocaine money. They're like, oh, I can pay for college now.
But I love that, like, throughout most of the movie, there's not much killing, and then all of a sudden it just goes straight to just pure killing, and then right at the end, it has that message that says like without, or we need to go against violence to have peace, or whatever the fuck it says.
And it says that, and you're like, okay, well, the entire movie was a fucking there's a bunch of killing in the start, a little bit in the middle, and a shit ton by the end. What do you mean? No more violence, peace only. After I kill all these guys who want to be fucking violent,
because remember, Taekwondo is not just fighting; it's here,
in the heart, in the brain,
yes,
in the penis. And if you don't have a penis, I guess you shouldn't be doing Taekwondo, you idiot. And it gets really weird by the end too, because they go to a hospital. So Jim, he's like slashed in the chest.
Yeah,
and he's
like
bleeding profusely, which is a shit ton of. He had a shit ton of blood.
He did.
And they're like, they didn't hit anything major. I'm like, fuck yes, they hit something major. Fuck yes, they did something major.
They said it wasn't deep enough though.
But there wouldn't be that much blood. It's not your head.
It's still a lot of blood.
It was a shit ton of blood. It looked like he got an organ lacerated. What are they talking about? It was so confusing.
Love YK Kim's acting in that. No!
Yeah, he's like, Jim! just the worst. You know, YK Kim, I don't think ever should have been put in a movie, but really wanted to be in this movie.
Well, he made himself in the movie. He literally directed.
Like he wanted to be in a movie so bad, he created his own. How did he get the money? Is my question. Where the fuck did he get?
He must have had it, dude, just from Taekwondo lessons or something. Maybe. I don't know.
He is a famous martial artist, so maybe, and he's got that.
Well, and magazine. Honestly, I will give this movie credit. The choreography is decent. It's the fight choreography is pretty decent. It's not always the greatest.
So you know what's funny?
The sparring scene's awful, but most everything else is pretty decent.
So my thought on that though is, I think a lot of the people in the movie were his students.
Yeah, well, and you can tell like some of the hits were accidentally real, which actually kind of helped the movie.
Yeah, but like you can also tell that it seems like a lot of them are his students.
Probably.
Which would make sense because they're already trained to fight.
Yeah.
So then they're trained not to hurt people when they fight. So it makes sense that they didn't really do all that much with choreography because they already knew what to do. But this movie just, to me, it's not... it really did not sell anything, and it was too disjointed, and it was too much bullshit going throughout the entire movie with not a lot of good moments in there.
Oh, you didn't like the beach montages with all the cheesy lines like, ooh, wee girl, make it like a rock star, baby.
Yeah.
Look at those buns. Like they're at a bakery.
What was it, the guy with the perm who was like, how about a kiss, honey?
Yeah. Excuse me, madam. Can I get a little kiss, please?
And I thought at first the way he was walking, I don't want to say like gay people walk a certain way, but he did look very effeminate as he's walking up to her. And then he says that, and I'm like, are you just joking? Like, are you trying to... Because I forgot that he was... At that point, I forgot he was a main character. And I'm like, oh, shit, no, that's one of the 5, because I thought it was just some side thing they were showing on the fucking beach.
Yeah, no, it's weird. And we do have a couple of really great bitch lines in this movie that we haven't brought up. That one guy...
But hold on. There's one more thing I want to talk about before that. So they're doing like a training session. Between
that was bad. The sparring thing.
The guy with the... Not the guy with the perm, the other guy, the weird-looking monkey dude. And then the... and that is not the black guy I'm talking about. Don't even go there.
I didn't even think that.
It is one of the white dudes. And, like, he looks so fucking... None of the guys were very handsome, I will say that. But this guy especially, he had some fucked up teeth.
Yeah, John was all right. The rest were kind of meh.
Yeah. So this guy, like, he goes to fight Kim, and they're fighting like practice wise, and I don't understand why they did this, but he punches him in the face, and then his mouth is just open with the fist in his mouth, and I'm like, what is what
I don't know, like a lot of their sparring seemed like they were going to like go for lethal blows, but then like stop on it and like, hey, I'm gonna shame you by putting my fist in your mouth and you're gonna hold it there,
but like
because
the guy
that
also
would have
did,
taken off your jaw.
the guy also let him put it in his mouth because he's like, nah, it tastes like
he
chicken.
also let him hold his nose with his toes, dude.
Yeah, which is like, it got really weird.
And then they did that on stage later too.
Well, I think what they were trying to do is like really show how friends they are, but it really did not seem that way at first.
Well, and they were also setting up the final move, because he does that move against John in the sparring where he pulls the knife and puts it under him and stabs himself. And he does that to the guy at the end of the movie. So it's like they're setting it up like, hey, this is the move that we're going to use, but we don't want to just show you that move. So we got to show you a bunch of other bullshit beforehand.
What was his name too? The Asian guy in there? His name was Mark, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So every time, I think it was Mark, and every time they said Mark, all I could think about was The Room.
Yes.
Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. Like, all I could think of.
Well, and honestly,
and I just wish that it was out at that point, because you know that Kim would have done it. You know, absolutely, he would have had someone say,
"It's
oh, hi,
so
Mark."
hard not to compare this to The Room, because also Tommy Wiseau did the same thing, produced, directed, starred in it. Yeah. So it's hard not to be like, this is the martial arts version.
Maybe this is where he got
his
inspiration for The Room.
I wouldn't doubt it, dude. Maybe he was friends with Tommy Wiseau.
Let's hear the bitch lines. Let me hear them.
Oh yeah. So we have that son of a bitch. There's that one guy who was in the old band who every time he talked, he'd be like, that son of a bitch, that son of a bitch. But he always had a weird cadence when he said it. That son of a bitch.
This kind of sounds like Rodney Dangerfield a little bit when he talks.
Yeah. And then we also have the when they kidnapped the guy from Dragon Sound and they were kicking him in the closet, like, dumb bitch.
Dumb bitch. Yeah, but it's not like, these aren't special bitches. These are just
no, but I thought we could do
bitches.
maybe like a son of a bitch for like a 2.
We'll see.
Maybe.
Son of a bitch. Maybe. We don't find a better bitch.
Yeah.
I just didn't even memorize these bitches because they were so lame, and I'm like, all right, whatever. It wasn't.
I just thought it was funny because that one guy, just like every other thing he said was just kind of like normal dialogue, but then every like, that son of a bitch was like so different from his normal speech that it was like, what are you doing? Like, do you not like saying that line, or did they dub? Oh, that was the other thing too. So YK Kim,
uncle.
So YK Kim. He didn't like the first edit of this movie. So before the DVD came out, which came out 15 years later, because this movie tanked so bad, it like was vanished forever. He finally got the rights back to it. He promoted it again at this like bar where they actually performed as Dragon Sound and sold the movie. Yeah, I can't remember. God. And it got a fandom again. And
wait, they actually performed, like he was on stage too performing?
All of them. All of Dragon Sound. Like everyone in this movie came back for stage performances while the movie was playing. Oh, like, I'm not joking you.
Well, I'm guessing, again, these aren't real actors, so it's just got to be people he knew.
Yeah.
It's got to be. Otherwise, you don't fucking come back for that.
Yeah, so this like one studio kind of brought this movie back from the dead with all this other shit. They actually released it on DVD and Blu-ray. And it's got a cult following since then. It's been done on riff tracks. A couple of the things have also brought it into fame a little bit. But this movie has been slowly coming back into the mainstream just because of all the things that were shitty about it. We're all just loving to riff on.
Yeah, I guess. Well, what's the was it out in movie theaters when it first came out?
Yes, it was. But it
so this
it bombed
like a straight
so hard.
To VHS thing.
No.
Okay.
And so YK Kim, though, he didn't like the way the movie came out when it first came out. So he actually added extra scenes and he dubbed a lot of scenes. So like the beginning fight that he has with Jeff when he attacks John because he was holding his sister, like, that is the worst dub ever. It is so bad. He's like, "Do not fight here. We should not fight. It is great."
Yeah, he does actually
Like,
sound like that. It
is
really
so bad. I don't mean to be offensive, but it is
No,
so
but
bad.
it's
And
honestly
his
that
mouth
bad.
doesn't move at all throughout most of the scene.
Yeah.
And
Well, no,
it's
like clearly his English didn't really get better. Like, I'm not trying to. He's
no,
born in
no.
Korea,
I
I
don't
think.
make fun
So
of. We're not making
yeah,
fun of
yeah.
him, but it was just
But
really
his
thick.
English has not gotten well within when he released that movie in the 15 years after. Clearly.
Well, and it was just so funny because like the DVD and the version we're seeing on digital streaming is the new version with all the extra cuts that he added. So we're not even seeing the original version that apparently was so much worse.
I want to see the original.
I
Bring
want
back
to
the
too.
original.
Yeah. But it's apparently this is the better version. But you can tell the scenes that were completely just like shoved in there that don't have anything to do with anything else to like add runtime or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, for sure. That makes sense. But runtime for a movie theater matters more than on a fucking DVD, I feel like.
Yeah, which is, I don't even know, dude.
Whatever. Who knows? Who knows? These fucking people are idiots, so who fucking knows with them? All right, you want to jump into anything else you have to say about the movie outside the ending where somehow they get the... Guys, I just want you to know, this guy had semi-major surgery, and they take him out of the surgery room in a wheelchair, and they bring him up, and he's like, "Thanks for coming, Dad." And the dad's just like, "I wouldn't miss it for the world, son."
Well, I just love that moment because the dad's like, "Man, you have some really good friends, and your friends protected your life, and I will never forget that. And even though I wronged you in the past, I won't ever wrong you again. I love you, son." He's like, "I love you too, Dad." And this is their first interaction. Their first interaction in 20 years.
Or so. Could have been 40, could have been 50, could have been like...
But I do love the supportive friend group, though. When he found out he was going to meet his dad, they're all like, "How much money do you have?" They're like, "I have 200, I have 50. Let's go get our friend a suit so we can meet his father in a suit." Like,
yeah.
They're supportive, at least.
Yeah, because
I love that he was like upset, though, that he was going to upset his friends, that he was the only one who wasn't actually an orphan.
But they're all... I just don't understand orphans. Maybe I don't understand what it means to be an orphan.
Well, I thought orphan is just your parents have both passed away.
No, an orphan is someone who does not have family to take them in, I believe. I think that's the point of an orphan, right? Look it up. Like, because I'm curious, because like when you think of little orphan Annie, she was in an orphanage, you know? Like there was no one who could take her. So an orphan to me has always been like someone who doesn't have people to take them.
Orphan, a noun that's a child or young animal whose parents are dead.
Okay.
So it is literally just parents who are dead. So
all right. Well, apparently, guys, I feel so bad that my dad is still alive.
Yeah. Oh no, God, I found out my dad's still alive,
but
even
I'm
though
so
he left
happy
me
at the same time.
I just want to meet
crying
him
with tears, crying tears of happiness and pain. Just so stupid. All right, let's jump into the ratings unless you have something else.
No, that's good.
Yeah, God. All right, this for me is a for sure lanky bitch. This is such a bad fucking movie. There's some entertainment and just like, again, this might be a great for just sitting down, having a drink, and wanting to like laugh at something that's horrible. But at the same time, I feel like you could easily just be on your phone while this movie is going. So it doesn't really capture your attention. So that's why I give it this lanky bitch. I don't think it earns anything higher than that.
See, I actually have to give this a 3, which we don't have a score for yet, but I'm just going to label it a basic bitch for now. Cause it's right
basic
in the middle.
bitch is 3.
Yeah, basic bitch, fine. It's a basic bitch for me. I think it's 4, entertaining. Yeah, we have cornhole is 4 is cornhole bitch, 5 is swimming for bitches.
Oh yeah,
1 is linky bitch. So right now we have
2 and 3.
2 and 3 we don't really have yet. So right
those
now
are
we have
both
son
basic
of a
bitch
and basic bitch.
Yes.
For now, we'll figure out better ones. But I do give this a basic bitch. I've watched this 3 or 4 times now. I think this has got some entertainment value. I think the music is decent enough. The fight choreography is decent enough. I think that
the music was terrible.
As bad as it is, I find this actually enjoyable. Like this is atrociously bad, but I find it entertaining.
Yes,
it is atrociously bad. Like I give it a 1. I give it a lanky bitch on the actual like movie critic in me rating, but entertainment value alone, I gotta give it up to a basic bitch.
If you guys listen to "Take It to the Limit," I can't remember what the actual name of the song is. I think It's a different name. But if you listen to that song while you watch it, you might actually have a better time watching it. That's all I'm saying. All right, guys. Well, that was Miami Connection, Orlando Miami Connection.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed it. That was a lot of fun for us. So next week we're going to be doing.
It is No Escape Room. This is one of Scott's picks.
Yep, a Sci-Fi Channel original, which is very blatantly obvious when you watch it.
Oh, it's so obvious. It's a TV
So we'll
movie.
be talking about we'll be talking about that next week. So we'll catch you guys on the next week's episode.
Find it on Tubi. Bye.